What's up, guys? Matt Shiflett with AmericanMadeExotics here. We've got a really big box of rainbow boas, some Brazilians and a lot of Colombians, from Jeff Kuhl at Kuhl Exotics. There's a lot of snakes in here. This box is like 40 pounds. He might even have been off on it because it might be more than that. So let's go ahead and dig in here and see what all we got. I know there's a lot of cool stuff in here. We got some adults, some babies, and some yearlings. Let's get this out of the way. Wow, yeah, it is slam packed full. Let's just start sitting some stuff to the side. Yeah, there's just a lot of snakes in here. There's a calico rainbow. Let's see. Let's see, you got some of the smaller ones on top. I'm gonna leave the smaller ones right here. Albino het Henry and Henry het albino, so that's some small snakes as well. Alright, 100% het snow female. T positive female. Here's a hyper male. 100% het snow male. Henry male. Just mainly trying to make sure we don't smash any of these smaller ones. Henry female. Male T positive. Here's the hyper female. Alright. So all these ones to the side. These are like the smaller ones, the subadults. Let me get in this class. That way we can put these back in the bag. Alright, so this right here is an albino patternless female. Just tons of animals. So this is gonna be a good day. We gotta go set all these up and just kind of really get to enjoy the animals. So this is an albino pattern. Just really cool, solid white Colombian. It's got the red eyes on it. That's really a pretty animal. And this is a female that's never been bred. So that turned out really cool. All right. And we're just gonna put them back in the box as we go. All right, now here is a albino leucistic. So again, should be a white snake with the red eyes. And we got a male albino 100% het Lucy to match up with this one in the future. He wasn't ready to breed yet, but There she is. Wow, really, really pretty. The red is super noticeable on this girl, on her eyes. Just a really pretty animal. Check that out. That's an albino leucistic. Just super cool. Let's see if you get them eyes on it. That's a really cool animal too. And again, we got the male that'll go with her, so eventually we'll be able to produce some albino leucistics. Not sure what we'll do with her this winter, but solid animal, double recessive. Just a cool looking snake. All right. Okay. So now we also, this is a 100% het snow. This is the female. Where's the male? We'll do those next. So we got an adult pair of 100% het snows, which is Xanthic albino. And we have, I think, a 2.4 babies for that project. We got some Anery het albino females, and we have some albino het Anery males. But we also took the original pair of adults that Jeff made some of that snow stuff with. Figured we might get lucky and produce the snow, and then be able to breed those albinos and Anerys. And this one is the female, really just good sized girl. So this one is 100% het albino, 100% het Anery. Just really solid looking animal, nice and thick, looks healthy. Now we're gonna do the swab test on these. Research Associates Laboratories, who we use. There's so much stuff though, it's gonna be easier. We're gonna swab these together, me and Allison, so she can hold on to them. But we always test for Nida, IBD, Paramyxis, and Sunshine on any new animals. Try not to get her head in there. So this was a loaded box though. Alright, let's take a look at the male here. This is the male 100% het snow, which is 100% double het albino Xanthic, or albino Anery. Again, nice thick animal. Looks great, looks healthy. He's sure gonna make some cool babies, that's for sure. We still have a lot of bags to go through here. All right. This is another one I was really looking forward to. It's a Finland hypo female. And we got the male and the female pair. And I know Jeff has made some albinos with it, with that pair. So looking forward to playing with that. Really pretty animal. Wow, she is super thick. Just super thick. Nice, thick, healthy looking girl. A lot of color on it. Very cool. We mostly had Brazilians, so we're new to the Colombians. I know from what I was reading, they weren't sure if the hypo and the Colombian is just a different line of T positive albino. It's not allelic with the one that's already established. And maybe that's why I popped those albinos out, breeding these two together. But we'll see. We'll enjoy playing with it. It's a beautiful animal. Either way, it's going to make some really cool looking babies. What sucked me into these was he had like a yearling female that was produced from this pair. It looked really pretty. It was not even on my radar. That's the T positive. We're going to hold tight on that. I wanted to see the male hypo. There it is right here. Okay, so here's the male hypo. Very pretty as well. And it's a nice thick animal too here. Yeah, very pretty. Nice and thick. That's a good solid boy. Very cool. Looks healthy. It's well cared for, nice and thick, beautiful animal. Love that collar on it. And he'd made some albinos from it, so really looking forward to pairing these and seeing kind of what we get out of it. All right, so let's go ahead and roll with the T positive since that's what we already untied this one. So this is a female T positive. Very pretty color here too. Nice and thick. Pretty animal. Yeah, beautiful when the sunlight hits it. Super thick. Again, looks great. So far, I've been very happy how all these have turned out. Just got some beautiful animals. It worked out. He was trying to thin his collection down while we were looking to expand it. So kind of just dove in with the Colombians to expand our rainbow boa collection. So here's the male T positive. He's very nice and thick too. So really cool looking male here. Beautiful. Beautiful animal. Alright, let's see what we got left here. How to do adults. We have a pair of Anries here. And then calico. Alright. Alright, so this is a female Anry. Just from the pictures, these Anries were really, really pretty. So let's see what they look like in person. Oh, that is beautiful. And she is so massive, thick. Look at the color on that. Wow, so much blues on it. Yeah, that's a really pretty animal right there. She is just about thick as can be. Looks very healthy, very well cared for. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see what this male looks like. But that's just such a pretty pair. I'm sure they'll produce some really cool babies. I'm not even going to put her back in the box. These things, they've been crowded long enough, so we brought some extra boxes. We can let them kind of sprawl out a little bit until we get them home and get them in all the quarantine racks. All right, so here's the male. Yeah, he's got a lot of color on him too. Yeah, very cool animal. Try to get him in that sunlight so you can see that blue. Hopefully the camera can pick it up. He's got so much blue in him on the sides. All these walls right here. It's a pretty blue color. But I saw some of the pictures of the babies they make too. And they made some really pretty anery babies. All right. Let's see if we can't get it back. All right. Let's take a look at these babies we got here. Okay, so this is the male albino het Lucy and a female Lucy. Man, you got this thing zip tied pretty good. Always keep a pair of scissors in the car for zip ties. Nothing's worse than getting new snakes and they're zip tied shut and you don't have scissors or a knife or anything like that to get them out. So, all right, let's check these guys out. Here's the male. Hold on to it since we've got another snake. Here's the male. It's an albino, 100% het Lucy. So he'll breed that Lucy albino in the future. Obviously, we're going to use her for some other projects for right now for a few years. But eventually, we'll get there and he'll breed that Lucy. Now, before Jeff put the adult albino Lucy on the table, we ended up picking up this little baby Lucy from him. I don't know if you can see this female, but it's got the one blue eye and it's got the one black eye. Very cool. Very cool. But these are always beautiful animals. I've always liked the way the Lucy's look. So, tie them back up. Just another girl to be raising up for the future. Things kind of escalated pretty quickly once we bought this couple babies from them and we got really talking. So I'm just going to sit that to the side. Okay, here's the other babies here. All right, so this is... All right, here's the albino het anery females. And... Well, I'm tired. I can't even read the rest of the bag. right, so here is the 2 albino het anery females, the 2 anery het albino females, and the female hyper and pos het albino. Here's one of the anery het albinos females. Very pretty. That's a cool color on it. Let's see if I can't grab the other one real quick. Here they are. So that's the 2 girls. 2 anery het albino females. So again, we got that pair of double het snows. So I figured it wouldn't hurt to start raising some 100% het girls up. And then that way, if we get lucky and hit a snow male, we can keep the snow male and we'll already have a couple of girls raised up. Or at least working towards raising up. Here are the 2 albino het aneries. Again, I just don't think you could ever get wrong with an albino. It's just very beautiful color here. I love the contrast on these albino Colombians. So that's really cool. All right, and then we have the hyper pos het albino female. Very cool. Love the color on that too. So this is the girl that got me talking to him about the hypos, and then we ended up getting that adult pair too. So very pretty. I just love the color on it. Making sure I don't get anybody tied up in here. All right, so we still have, these are the 2 male. They're albino 100% het aneries. These are very cool. One's real dark orange and one's a little more yellow. So I like how they got a little bit of variation in them. Very cool though. So these will mix with the anery het albinos. Just figured, just in case we don't hit a snow, at least we have a male raising up to breed those females. I don't like to count my chickens before they hatch. I can always produce a better male and not end up using these, but I don't know how many times I've had females ready to go and then just didn't have a male for it. So I try to not be in that position. Trying to make sure I'm not getting one of them. It's this paper towel. Let me push it down. All right. Now let me tie it. All right. Just do a little back because we're going to untie it again. All right. Let's see. Okay, we already did that one. All right, so here's one here. Like I said, we ended up getting a lot of Jeff's adults because he said he was trying to thin down his collection. So we actually had locked the deal down, and then we ended up talking and adding another little small group the day that he was packing the ship. And part of that was, man, I'm taking so much off of them. He asked me, since we do so many shows, would we be willing to take this group of pet Henrys off of them? These are really pretty too. Just your classic Colombian rainbow look, all 100% het Henry. We got a big bag full of them. I'm not going to try pulling them all out. This one looks cool too. But Jeff gave us some killer deals and some really amazing animals that you just don't normally see available. So taking these 100% hets is the least I could do for him. And they're really just beautiful animals. Still just the classic look of them. So we'll get these set up in quarantine, and we'll probably take them to some of the shows with us. Really just gotta make sure I'm not getting one tied up in the bag here. All right. Now the animal that, especially the one animal that I was getting from Jeff, this is the girl that I actually inquired on. And it's a calico Brazilian rainbow boa. But yeah, I like all animals, and Jeff really had a lot of amazing stuff. So we bought this girl from him, and once we got talking and he got showing me some pictures of some things, as you could tell, it escalated pretty quickly from just being this one girl. Just a big rainbow boa, really a pretty female, and this is a calico. Just love that color. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And now, he said he had bred her. We'll see. She's fat. She would be ready for this winter, hopefully. She had last year off. She bred, but she didn't go. Very solid, thick animal. So this is the one that we initially had inquired on, and just kind of ended up picking a lot of things off. So it just worked out. We were both at two opposite points in life, where Jeff was trying to thin down a little bit, maybe free up a little time to enjoy life a little more. And we have just really been expanding the business a lot lately and adding a lot of animals and really getting back into a lot of species that we used to work with and really enjoyed, and a lot of new ones. Never worked with the Colombians. We've had the Brazilians before, but that's an amazing start to the Colombians there. I feel like we got a lot of cool stuff that can keep us occupied for a few years down the road now, just playing with the different genetics that we got here. We've got a few other Colombians we picked up from other people, so really excited to kind of dive into this and get working with them. So, all right, we have a long day ahead of us. We still have to swab all this stuff, and we have to run the results back in, and then we got a long day of setting animals up in quarantine. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up and get everybody situated so we can get rolling. But I appreciate y'all watching, and until the next one.